everybody. This is Keith Gleason, host of Indie Comics Relay, creator of the Mighty Mascots, and promoter for Plastic City Comic Con. So I am back with another May recommendations video. Before we get into that, just a quick reminder, Mighty Mascots 7, 8, and 9 still in demand on Indiegogo. Link is below in the description of the video. We have just completed the 3 issues. So now I'm in the editing phase where I go through and I fix little things, tweak it, art stuff that I don't like, lettering, things like that. So just trying to make it the best issues it can be. And so I did post that on the latest update on the Indiegogo campaign, along with a couple preview pages. So I'm going to scroll down, just show you guys what I released. So here's a couple pages. This is a page from issue 7 of the Mighty Mascots. And then this one is from issue 8 with the first appearance of a new character called Salt Queen. And this is a page from issue 9 with the big kaiju clash that's coming. So check that out. If you like fun superheroes, with that'll make you feel like you're watching those old Saturday morning cartoons, check out Mighty Mascots. All right, so this is another May recommend video. This is every month I go through the previous catalog and I look through just, mostly just the indie section. And I pick out a few books that appeal to me that I would like to recommend to you guys based on, either the book looks cool or I have some familiarity with, I can't speak today, with the creative teams that are making the books. Or, just something that just clicks with me, So, and it's not every new book that comes out from previews. It's just ones that caught my eye and ones that I'm specifically going to be ordering and through DC Bass or just picking up at my normal store. So, all right, without further ado, let's look at the first one. So this one, it doesn't show an image because I guess it's a spoiler, but this is a new mini series by Mark Millar, and art is by Pepe Larraz, which is a really good artist. He worked on the Jonathan Hickman X-Men stuff, which is great, like Powers of X. So this looks cool. So this is it's called Big Game. It's gonna be a 5-issue miniseries, but it's a crossover event with all the Millar World properties. So you're going to see Kick-Ass, Kingsman, Nemesis, Magic Order, all those guys mixing together in this one miniseries. And it sounds great. It sounds like a cool idea. I am curious how he's going to do all of this, because they all seem to be functioning in separate universes, but I don't know. And Mark Millar is so consistently good. I enjoy all his books. I've been getting all the Magic Orders. The only one I dropped the ball on recently was that new Nemesis one. So I'll have to get that paperback when it comes out, or see if I can find all the individual issues for it. But yeah, I think it's a great idea. It's something cool like that, something that Mark Millar doesn't normally do. So I think this is kind of a neat one to check out. I wish we had an image to see here. Oh, we have some preview pages, so we can take a look at those. Pepe Larraz is a really good artist. Just look at that. That's really cool. So yeah, I'm on board for this. I think this is gonna be great. So it's only 3 pages. So check that out. So if you are interested in this, Diamond, your comic book store uses a diamond code, which is what I just highlighted right here. You would give that diamond code to your retailer and they can order this book for you. But just judging by this, how big this book is going to be, I think they'll probably get a few copies. This would you probably need, but I would give them the diamond codes just in case, so that you don't miss out, So that was the big thing about pre-ordering, So, or you could try this new pull box system that Previews World and Diamonds using. So I don't know if your store is connected, but you can always check on that, check with your retailer. Anyway, so that's Big Game. Let's move on to the next one. Our next book is Gru In wild, I guess in the wild. But they forgot the here. Oh well. I just wanted to make sure I was reading it correctly. Um, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Gru the Wanderer, Sergio Aragonés, who used to do artwork for Mad Magazine. I mean, his style is so distinct, and you know exactly who it is the second you see his artwork. Gru the Wanderer has been around since I've been collecting comics in the 80s, and it's sort of a parody of Conan the Barbarian. It's a very fun book. I'm glad that they're doing more of these new mini series, and it's always solidly entertaining and funny. So I recommend this if you haven't picked up. You know, the good thing about Gru too, you can pick up any of them. They're kind of self-contained, which is nice. Kind of like the Conan stories too, you know. So they're very self-contained, and you know, and I it's if you like a comic with a good chuckle, I'd say it's worth checking out. So if you want to check out Gru in the Wild from Dark Horse Comics, give them this diamond code right up here and tell your retailer you want to get this series, and they'll get it for you. All right, moving on to our next book. We got Fish Flies. It's a 6-issue miniseries by Jeff Lemire, and it's another miniseries. This looks like it's in vain. You know, for those that have been watching these videos for a while, you guys know that I'm a huge Jeff Lemire fan. Every time he has a book coming out, a new #1, I'm usually highlighting it here, just because I think he's one of the best creators working today, and I enjoy his everything he does for the most part. And this one looks like it's a return to kind of like his Essex County stuff, or his very early stuff like Sweet Tooth and things like that. And I've always loved his artwork too. One of these days, I'm going to pull the trigger on getting one of his original pages, but you know, that'll be for another day. But this has a preview to it. Let's check that out. And you know, so yeah, he's got like artwork that I know people either really love or hate, but I really love it. I love it's very interesting looking. You know, it's very expressive, you know. So I will definitely check this out. And this is one of those ones that I'll buy all 6 issues, and I won't even read it until I have all 6 in my hand, just because I know it's going to be good. I won't even bother reading #1 because I know I'll like it. And so yeah, this looks like I said, it looks like more of his slice of life kind of stuff. So I'm definitely going to check this out. So if you want to check out Fish Flies from Image Comics, this is the diamond code that you would give your retailer, and have them order the whole mini series for you. All right, moving on to #4. This is the Ribbon Queen, which is a 1 of 8 miniseries. This is by Garth Ennis and Jason Burrows, I think is how you say it. Cover art by Declan Shalvey. This is by AWA, which is Artists, Writers, Artisans, I think is it, or Artisans, Writers. I don't know. It's one of those. They usually have really good creators coming in and doing projects for them. And whenever I see Garth Ennis is another writer that I really like. You know, I'll always like him because of Hitman and Preacher and all that stuff. I grew up with his Hellblazer run, so I always check out anything he does. And this looks great. It looks like it's kind of like a serial killer kind of thing, but I don't know. I'll check it out. Ribbon Queen. It sounds kind of cool. So if you're interested in Ribbon Queen by AWA, this is the diamond code that you would give your retailer and have them order you the whole mini, or you know, even just #1 to check it out. You know, whatever you know. Usually with mini series, I'll get them all just in case, and then you know, unless I really really hate the first issue, which doesn't happen often, but sometimes it does. You know. All right, moving on to our last 2. Our first one here. Excuse me. First one here is Swan Songs. Now, this is by Image Comics. It's the writer W. Maxwell Prince and Martin Simmons. it's a mini series premiere. It does not say how many issues it is. I imagine it's probably like maybe 4 or something like that. But it's supposed to do the whole theme of it is supposed to be about things that come to an end, but also have a beginning or something like that. Or just reading the this premise here. And but the thing that I this is a creative team that I really like. They are the creators on the Ice Cream Man horror anthology ongoing series, and they also did Art Brut recently, which is a mini series from Image. And yeah, I really like them. They really have cool takes on stuff. Sometimes a little depressing takes on stuff, but it's really well done storytelling, and the artwork is great as well. So I'm recommending this one because this one is immediately going on my pull list. So Swan Songs by Maxwell Prince and Martin Simmons with a cool cover here. No preview pages, unfortunately. So if you're interested in this one, definitely give your retailer this diamond code and have them order you the whole miniseries, which would be great. Yeah, Diamond is really inconsistent on how many issues something is, like on miniseries, which is weird because the last one, the Garth Ennis one, they had 8 issues clearly listed, and the Jeff Lemire, they had 6 issues, but this one does not tell you how many issues. So I'm going to guess it's 4 or 6. So, all right. So moving on to our last one here is IDW Rocketeer in the Den of Thieves, #1. Now, this is probably a mini series as well. It just does not say, but these Rocketeer series from IDW tend to be about 4 issues each. And this one looks cool. Like the artwork looks great. I love this character. I love this movie. I was a huge fan of the Rocketeer movie. And I just love that pulpy like superhero stuff that's set in like the 30s, where like Nazis are still villains and things like that. I love that stuff. So like Dick Tracy or, noir, I just love that time period. So whenever the Rocketeer miniseries come out, I'm really excited to check them out. I mean, too bad, Dave Stevens isn't around to give us more, but, we'll take what we can get. So I'm not familiar with this creative team, Stephen Mooney or David Messina. I'm familiar with Gabriel Rodriguez, who's the cover artist, but I mean, all of the characters are here. Cliff Peavy, so Betty. So I'm looking forward to this. I missed the last few Rocketeer miniseries, but this one I'm going to probably jump on just because it looks cool and it looks like it's them Rocketeer going against Nazis again, and Peavy gets kidnapped. It sounds very much in the line of the movie, so I'm definitely going to check this out. So it doesn't say here, but I'm guessing this is a mini series. So I'm going to say it's probably about 4 issues, and that's usually the length of these, or 3. So, but I'd say check it out. This is the diamond code that you want to give to your retailer. And Rocketeer is a great character, so check that out. But yeah, that's it for this month, everybody. Thank you so much. I try to do about 5 or 6 new series that are coming out, to just whet your appetite and to see some of the stuff that's out there that you might not know of, because comic stores order a couple months in advance. You have to they have to kind of anticipate what readers want to pick up. So if you go through and you tell them ahead of time what they want, they can gauge interest in a series or whatever. So and this is, you could find stuff for Marvel and DC everywhere else, but here I like to do the indie stuff. So we are Indie Comics Relay, so but all right, everybody, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great week, and most importantly, read some comics. All right, talk to you later, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.